Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ozioma, and today's episode, let's talk about how to be mean. And when I'm talking about being mean, I am not referring to the kind of girl that is mannerless, neither am I referring to the kind of girl that is disrespectful and rude to everybody she comes across. No, I'm basically talking about the kind of girl who knows how to set healthy boundaries, the kind of girl who knows her worth, the kind of girl that knows how to stand up for herself, and most importantly, the kind of girl that even the devil cannot mess with. That's the kind of girl. So please stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 practical steps that can actually help you become and embody a main character. Not because you want to be insolent and rude to people, no, but because you want to set healthy, respectable boundaries between the people you care about and the people you associate with. So please stay tuned. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can always stay updated on all my content. Now let's get right into the video. My first tip on how to be mean is to master your emotions. When it comes to personal growth and development, mastering your emotions to me is the number two thing. Self awareness is the number one. Mastering your emotion is the number two thing you need to pay attention to. Because if you cannot master your emotion, you're just always going to lose your cool and you're always going to make mistakes. And when it comes to mastering your emotions, it's not just negative emotion. You need to be able to also fine tune your positive emotion. You get why? Okay, so when it comes to mastering your emotion, I'm definitely going to recommend recognize what your limiting beliefs are because you have a deep core belief system that has literally turned you into a nice girl. In my own case, my deep core belief system was that I constantly believed that I was not good enough, and as such, I had to please my way to relationships and friendships. For some reason, I felt like people didn't like me, and as such, I had to people please to get what I wanted. And you need to recognize what your deep core belief system is because your belief system is what is making you think the way you think. It's your belief system that is making you act the way you act. The way you see yourself gives you your personality. So you need to be careful the print you've engraved in your soul, and that is your belief system. And after you recognize what your belief system is, I want you to challenge those belief systems. Like, why won't people like you? You are so amazing. Why won't people like you? You're so talented. I mean, look at me. Anybody that sees me wants to associate with me. Like, that's for real, for real. It's not even on an argument basis, right? And after you challenge your limiting beliefs, then you can go ahead and eliminate your fears. Even if people do not like you, so freaking what? Who cares? Nobody is paying your bills. Nobody is out there putting food on your table. Nobody's out there doing you some majestic favors. So why are you scared if one person walks away from your life? I mean, you've lost people in your life. Why are you scared if one more person leaves? I mean, I've lost so many people I can barely even count. People that walked away, people that I walked away from. But either ways, they're fine. I'm fine. It doesn't change anything in our lives. It did not reduce our lifespan or anything like that. So eliminate the fears. Whatever is holding you down should not hold you down. You are definitely stronger than that. Okay. And I want you to be okay with doing your own thing because sometimes the fear of unknown, the fear of standing out, the fear of being different actually manipulates you into doing other people's biddings, and that is completely wrong. Be okay to wear your hair the way you want to wear your hair. Be okay with wearing your clothes the way you want to wear them. Be okay with having a different style from the rest of the world. Be okay with having a mind of your own. It's completely okay. Let your validation come from within. People do not need to validate you. The more people validate you, the more you lose your power of authenticity. The more people validate you, the more you lose your power. So you do not want that. Learn to validate yourself. Learn to have a mind of your own. And please always be calm regardless of the situation you find yourself in. And the only way you can always be calm is through practice because you cannot just be calm. People will trigger you. People will manipulate you. People will take advantage of you. You've got to learn to be calm because when you're calm, you think better. When you're calm, you see better. If a water is troubled, you cannot see through the water, but if the water is calm, you can see as deep as you can, as you want. So learn to be calm, stop being the troubled water. Okay, and I want you to pay attention to your body language because that is really important. You cannot be acting out as a mean person, but you're still giving off shy and timid energy. Nobody is going to pay attention to you. Nobody is going to respect you if you're doing that. So pay attention to your body language and get comfortable with confrontation. That was something I really struggled with because I did not know how to confront people. People would literally walk all over me and I would just look at them and I would walk away. I had this deep belief about myself. I would always tell myself when people walked all over me that it's okay, I'm the one hot. I'd rather be hot than them being hot. If you have that kind of mindset, let me see your hand up. Like, honestly speaking, just raise your hand up, and that is completely wrong. You need to always put yourself first. If someone steps all over you, do not be scared to call them out. It's your right to call them out. I'm not saying go out there and fight people. You do not need to fight. There is something I love so much. You can really handle situations without actually getting um physical with someone or verbally abusive with someone. And you need to learn how to do that. Learn to call people out. If someone takes advantage of you, call them out. If someone treats you bad, call them. Do not get scared to call people out. And the beautiful thing about confrontation is that the more you're able to do it, the more you'll be able to master the art of being able to have a mind of your own, being able to stand up and speak up when you need to speak up. And that is really beautiful. And finally, when it comes to mastering your emotions, I would say use the appropriate tone of voice. Our voice and our body language is always telling us short. So you always need to pay attention to it. If you want to embody the mean girl character, embody it to the fullest through your voice, through your body, embody it. Because if you show any sign of weakness, they're going to eat you up. So you need to have a tough skin. That is what being a mean girl is all about. The second tip to help you become a mean girl is to set boundaries. So now when it comes to setting boundaries, it can be a little tricky, especially if you are not used to setting boundaries. Being a nice girl makes you a people pleaser. So we don't even know what setting boundaries is. We don't do setting boundaries around it. But you need to learn how to do it. Because if you do not do it, people will use you. There is no two ways about it. And one good way you can set boundaries is by portraying a lack of positive emotions. I love this so much because I had a personal experience about it and I had to learn that the hard way. I had this friend some years back when she is this really sarcastic, jovial kind of friend. She's always jovial. So when I was around her, I learned how to not take things seriously, which was my kind of person. I always took things seriously. But being around her, I learned that you shouldn't take everything in life seriously because she had a sharp mouth and she was always being sarcastic about it. So I just learned, okay, she's a sweet girl. After all the charade and drama, she is a sweet girl deep down. I loved and adore her. But something happened one day, and one day I was having a really bad day, and I was with her, and she was being her usual sarcastic self. And I told her, see, I'm really having a bad day. How about you tune down your personality? How about you tune down your sarcasm a little bit? I am not feeling it today, but she did not get the memo, right? And she just kept on being herself, and I got really irritated and appalled with her personality, and I had to leave. And when I go home, I kept asking myself, what went wrong? Why do I feel so appalled and triggered and irritated by her personality? I mean, this is a girl I love and adore so much. What's going on? And then I realized my inability to portray a lack of positive emotions got me to this circumstance. Because if I had been able to not laugh at all her jokes, if I had been able to not take all her jokes so lightly, maybe she would have known that there was limits to the kind of jokes she should crack with me. Maybe she would have learned how to read my emotions accordingly, know when I am happy and when I'm sad, know when I am not in the mood for sarcasm, and be able to tune her personality to my personality as well so that we can have a really respectful relationship and friendship and be able to set boundaries in the process. For my inability to portray lack of positive emotions got me there. And situations like that sometimes can even ruin friendships or relationships. So sometimes, yeah, someone is being funny, but sometimes intentionally not laugh at their jokes. Yeah, someone is trying to engage you in a conversation, but intentionally choose not to engage in that conversation. It's not because you're trying to be rude or anything, but trust me, sometimes it's better not to laugh with a whole lot of people because too much familiarity brings a whole lot of disdain and contempt, and you definitely don't want that. The second tip that can actually help you set good and healthy boundaries is to stop sucking up. But I personally do not like sucking up because to me, when I see someone sucking up, I feel irritated. That is something I do not like. And that is something I do not even tolerate. Because to me, if someone is sucking up, I'm like, this person is sucking up because they stand to gain something from the other person. And to me, if you take away what they stand to gain, these people are not loyal. They are not loyal friends, they are not loyal partners, they are not loyal people. So I do not want to be associated with them. So please do not suck up. If you used to do it in the past, just stop doing it because the truth is the same way I see it that way, I am very sure other people see it that same way. Anybody that sees you sucking up is going to lose respect for you because they know you do not have a mind of your own, and they know that you are someone that is easily attracted to people of power and that you are not loyal. So please stop sucking up. In case you do that, that is really annoying and irritating. Okay, at least in my perspective. The third tip that can help you set healthy boundaries is to have a clear sense of what you want. Because when you have a clear sense of what you want, let's say for instance, you are searching for love and you have a clear sense of the kind of man you want to be with, do you know what's going to happen? You're not going to entertain just any guy that walks into your life. And that is beautiful, honestly speaking, right? Always have a clear sense of what you want. Imagine you want to go shopping in the mall and you know, okay, I'm going shopping and I have a list of what I want to buy. Do you think if some stranger randomly walks up to you and tries advertising something you have no intention of buying, do you think you're going to buy it? Unless that thing is important, unless that thing is aligned to what you want, what you desire, that's the only way you're buying it. If not, the person's wasting his time. So always have a clear picture and sense of what you want and be very blunt when it comes to expressing your opinions. It's completely okay. Always stand your ground because the truth is that if you do not stand your ground, people are going to push you around. Have values, have morals, and even if you do not know what your values are, start searching yourself to find out what your deep core values are. Are you the kind of person that loves fairness? Are you the kind of person that loves leadership? Find out what your deep morals are and stick to your values. Let your values be your guide. Let your values be your roadmap to your success and your future. Okay. And then also, I'm going to recommend stop apologizing. If you must apologize, apologize for something big. Like, honestly speaking, stop apologizing because you made a mistake. Stop apologizing because you missed someone's call. If you must apologize, apologize for something big. What that does is that people know that okay, she doesn't just apologize unless it's important. And anytime you apologize, people are going to respect and value your apology. And that's it. Okay, and finally, when it comes to setting boundaries, I'm going to say have expectations of others. Now, having expectation doesn't mean you have to go on out and be entitled of people's properties and possessions and stuff like that. No, I'm talking about having expectations on how they treat you, having expectations on how they should act around you. Like when you're with people, the barest minimum you can ask or demand for, you shouldn't even ask for it, is respect. And if your respect and your self-respect should be placed on the table, it's not negotiable. You've got to leave. Okay, when you're associating with people, the least thing they can offer you is that respect. And if they cannot offer you the barest minimum of respect, then I don't even think you should even be entertaining that conversation or company in the first place. The third tip that can actually help you become mean is mind your appearance. They always say do not judge a book by its cover, but I'm going to let you in on a deep secret. We always judge a book by its cover. I am such a movie person and I download movies a lot. And the truth is that before I download any movie, the first thing I am watching out for is the name of the movie and the thumbnail of the movie. These two things help me decide if I want to download that movie, if that movie is going to be interesting. And I can guarantee you, as a big time movie lover, 90%, if not 99% of the time, my instincts are never wrong. Okay, I was entering the bus the other day and it was loading, right? So I was waiting for the bus to fill up. And then I noticed two guys come into the bus and they were dressing really scruffy. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I don't feel safe in this bus, right? And I told them to wait. I forgot something and I stepped down. Now, what am I trying to say? We always attribute different characteristics to different characteristics. If you see a scruffy looking person, to you, you're like, this person is a low valued person, this person doesn't have standards or levels, and as such, you're going to treat them the same way you think they treat themselves. But if you see someone that dresses really well, you're going to immediately think that this person is someone of value, and as such, you're going to place really high value on them. That is why when scammers want to scam you, they actually dress the part, right? They go ahead and dress like they're millionaires and that your money is a change compared to what they have, and as such, you end up trusting them with your money because you think they have way too much to need your money, but it turns out that your money is what they're living on. So you always have to dress the part because you cannot deny the fact that you are addressed the way you are dressed. Before you walk into the moment you walk into a room, your appearance sent out a message before you even get to introduce yourself. Your appearance introduces you to everybody in the room before you even get to speak and introduce yourself. And if your appearance sends the wrong message, you're going to get the wrong attention, you're going to get the wrong impression, you're going to be giving wrong impressions. So you definitely do not want that. And one of my favorite ways to mind your appearance is by loving yourself. Spoil yourself, treat yourself, get yourself the nice things that you can afford, take yourself on dates, get yourself the things that you love, eat the kind of food that you love yourself. I cannot emphasize on that enough because the thing is that I realized that for every single time I loved myself, I released every single attachment I had with people that did not love me as much as I loved myself. And that is such a blessing. It gives you a high level of self worth and it builds your confidence as well. Okay. And the second tip that can help you improve your appearance is to have a self care routine. The self care routine is really important because it always would help you look put together on the most minimal effort. And don't forget to dress the part. Like I said, you are definitely going to be addressed the way you are dressed. And finally, when it comes to your appearance, always exude confidence. Confidence is the one thing people cannot see, they cannot touch, but they can feel it. If you are not confident, people will know, right? If you are not confident, people will not respect you. You've got to exude confidence. You've got to walk into the room like you own it. You've got to walk into the room like God sent you there. You've got to walk into the room like you're the boss and or you do not care who the boss is. Either ways, you've got to exude that confidence to the core, because if you do not do that, you're not going to be earning respect and people are going to manipulate you. They're going to see through your weaknesses. They're going to eat you up. The truth is that there is nothing you can do about that. That is the world we live in. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being a nice girl. The nice girl is a good person. You have a good heart. That's the truth. But the world we live in don't deserve the good hearts we have. The world we live in are filled with hungry lions that are looking for people to devour. So the best thing you can do to yourself is to tune down your niceness a little bit so that you can develop a tough skin so that you can survive in the world we live in. And that's the truth. And being a mean girl doesn't mean you have to change your entire personality and be mean to everybody. No, it only means that you get to develop resilience in life, and that's really amazing. And finally, when it comes to embodying the main girl character, I'm going to say practice. practice, practice, practice. Don't stop practicing, because the more you practice, the better you get at it. The more you practice standing up for yourself, the better you get at standing up for yourself. The more you practice having a mind of your own, the better you get at having a mind of your own. The more you practice confronting people when they do something wrong, the better you're going to get at challenging anybody that does something wrong around you. And then people would know that she is the kind of girl you do not mess with her. You cannot mess with her. If not, she's going to unleash hell on you. People should get that impression about you. People should know that you're not the soft kind of girl. And that is really amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really grateful that you get to watch this video. Please don't forget to like this video to let me know that you saw this video, right? And do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section tips that actually help you balance out your personality as a nice girl and a mean girl. I would definitely love to hear from you. And besides, someone out there might actually need the advice you've got to share. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can always stay updated on all my content. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.